Marie Kondo explains why she has given up on keeping home tidy. Marie Kondo has recently revealed why she's given up on tidying up after giving birth to 3 children. Speaking to the Washington Post, the decluttering expert, who delivered third child in 2021, revealed that she had begun to embrace the mess and put decluttering on the back burner. "My home is messy, but the way I am spending my time is the right way for me at this time at this stage of my life," said Marie. She continued, "Up until now, I was a professional tidier, so I did my best to keep my home tidy at all times. I have kind of given up on that in a good way for me. Now I realize what is important to me is enjoying spending time with my children at home," she added. Marie Kondo's latest book, Marie Kondo Karashi at Home: How to Organize Your Space and Achieve Your Ideal Life, is based on the Japanese concept of karashi, or way of life. In this book, Marie wrote that with 3 children, messiness may be her new way of life, at least for now. "I will keep looking inward to make sure I am leading my own karashi," she remarked. For the unversed, Marie Kondo rose to fame with her decluttering and organization skills, as well as unique tidying technique called the KonMari method. In this method, it's important to separate personal items into categories, first beginning with clothes, then books, papers, miscellaneous items, and sentimental items. Lakers seething after missed call leads to loss vs Celtics. Boston, the head referee in the Los Angeles Lakers' 125-121 overtime loss to the Celtics on Saturday admitted there was a missed shooting foul by Jason Tatum against LeBron James in the final seconds of regulation, leaving LA seething about another defeat tied to officiating. The Lakers had a golden opportunity to knock off the league-leading Celtics when James drove to the hoop with the score tied with 4.0 seconds remaining. He got all the way to the basket when he attempted a left-handed layup and was smacked on the arm by Tatum, missing the shot just before time expired. James immediately turned to the referee stationed along the baseline, grabbing his arm to indicate where the contact occurred. He hopped up and down, slapped the hardwood, held his hands on his head in disbelief, and finally dropped to his knees in the paint and put his head down into his arms on the floor. "There was contact," crew chief Eric Lewis said to a pool reporter after the game. "At the time, during the game, we did not see a foul. The crew missed the play." The admission was the latest in what the Lakers see as a series of poor officiating in their games, bringing to mind recent losses to Dallas, Philadelphia and Sacramento when calls did not go in their favor. "Tatum fouled him. He fouled him. Clearly. Clearly," said Anthony Davis. "It's Bulls, it's unacceptable. And I guarantee nothing is going to happen to the refs. We got cheated tonight, honestly. It's a blatant foul, it's unacceptable, to be honest. The refs were bad. They were bad tonight." James, who came into the night 6th in the league in scoring at 30.2 points per game, averages 6.2 free throw attempts per game, the lowest attempts among any of the league's top 8 scorers. "It's challenging," James said, finishing with 41 points on 15 for 30 shooting. "I don't get it. I'm attacking the paint, just as much as any of the guys in this league that's shooting double-digit free throws a night, and I don't get it. I don't understand it." James attempted 6 free throws against the Celtics and LA shot 20 as a team. The Celtics nearly doubled that amount, going 34 for 39 as a team. He said the disappointing string of officiating makes it seem like his team is targeted. "I watch basketball every single day," he said. "I watch games every single day. And I don't see it happening to nobody else. It's just weird." Lakers coach Darvin Ham, who normally is reticent to criticize the officiating, also could not deny the impact the refs had on the outcome Saturday. "As much as you try not to put it on the officiating, it's becoming increasingly difficult," Ham said. "The best player on earth can't get a call. It's amazing." Ham asked for more consistency from the referees, pointing out how Jaylen Brown was awarded an and one free throw with the officials calling a foul on Patrick Beverley on the play before James' last-second drive. He also said that James' strength and physicality work against him. He plays a strong, physical brand of basketball, and just because he doesn't flop or he doesn't fall or he's not screaming when he's shooting the ball, like I see a ton of other players doing, he gets penalized for it, Ham said. "I saw the same thing with Giannis Antetokounmpo. I saw the same thing when I was a player in the Shaq, O'Neal, era. Those guys that play physical and really try to focus on finishing plays, sometimes it doesn't go in their favor. But then you see other guys whimpering on every shot or everything they get bumped, and they're the ones getting the whistles. The disillusioned Lakers rattled off several adjustments that could be made to improve the officiating. Ham suggested having 4 officials, or changing the challenge rule where if a coach uses it and it is successful, the coach can use it again. Ham called for a challenge with 3:41 remaining in the fourth quarter when Davis was called for a foul on Tatum, with the Lakers leading 96-95. The challenge was successful and the call was overturned. However, Ham didn't have a challenge remaining to implement on the James layup attempt at the buzzer. Davis called for more accountability from the officials. I guarantee that if the refs started getting fined for missed calls, it would be a lot better, Davis said. But nothing will be done. Lewis also called 2 technical fouls against the Lakers, one against Dennis Schroeder in the third quarter for collapsing to the floor in response to being called for a foul against Tatum and Beverly at the start of OT for borrowing a camera from one of the courtside photographers to show digital evidence of Tatum making contact with James at the end of the fourth. His actions were inappropriate in addressing resentment to a non-call, Lewis said of the Beverly Tech in a pool report. Boston outscored LA 8-2 in the first minute of overtime and didn't look back, holding on for the win. You're still thinking about that, Davis said of the carryover effect of the missed call. You're not even supposed to be in that situation, to be honest. You're not supposed to be playing overtime. The loss dropped the Lakers to 23-27, 13th in the Western Conference. If they won the 4 recent games they disputed, the officiating against Dallas, Philadelphia, Sacramento, and Boston, a 27-23 record would put them at number 4 in the West. It's one of the best games we've played all year, and for it to fall on somebody else's judgment or non-judgment is ridiculous, James said. It's ridiculous.